It's the Lynch and Taco shows. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The highlights and, unfortunately, the lowlights that stood out this past week in the vast sea we call humanity.
101.1 W. An hour brought to you by our Get Off Your Canned Food Drive, starting in 18 and a half minutes.
That's right, 8 o'clock until 4 o'clock. That's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Today only in our iHeart Radio studios right here at WJRR in Maitland.
It's a drive-through. You don't even have to get out of your car if you don't want to.
Yeah. You drive through, hand the first 101 people that hand 10 or more cans get an Earth Day birthday ticket. Again, the first 101. So go get some cans, help some people out today between 8 and 4.
All right. We thank you in advance for your generosity.
Yeah, this is a really good thing, too. It's for the Orono Foundation. Their mission's to keep local schools' pantries full for students. You know, the students that rely on school for food, right? Going to load those pantries. So you're going to be doing part of that. Thank you.
Let's start with the bad stack, and then we'll ramp it into some good stuff and culminate with the Good News Network.
Something that could be bad, Pat?
Think about opening that here in a minute.
I will.
Okay.
Something I just saw up on the news that could be bad for a lot of people. Do you see all the Starbucks workers? A whole bunch of them are picketing.
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay, good, because the people without their coffee could be bad. Okay. Gotcha.
Unions.
Some Red Cup Rebellion or something.
It was the Red Cup Rebellion yesterday.
Party on, coffee drinkers.
Flagler County Sheriff announced an arrest in the shooting of that 18-month-old toddler a couple months ago in Bunnell. 22-year-old C.J. Nelson facing a charge of manslaughter with a firearm in the death of Jelia Allen, who was fatally shot September 3rd. Mom was getting ready to take a shower. The water was too hot, so while she was waiting for it to cool down some, she's in a hallway playing with the child.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this CJ guy is high as a kite, cracks off around, goes to the wall, hits the 18-month-old in the head.
That sucks.
Yeah. So they determined that he was impaired and extremely high at the time that he discharged the firearm. 5-year-old child who died following a hit-and-run crash in Orlando Saturday night on North Orange Blossom Trail. I don't know how one does that and then just drives away from the carnage.
All those poor family members grieving all week with the balloons out there and by the sign where it happened.
Another child was killed and 4 other people were wounded when a shooting broke out at a flea market this past Sunday in Texas. Cole's Flea Market in Pearland, Texas. 1-year-old found alone shivering on the Volusia County beach. Mom facing child neglect charges. That's a 37-year-old woman who was charged after she abandoned her 1-year-old on the beach early Wednesday morning.
Did she go, out in the ocean for a swim, so it was a quick thing, or just left the baby?
Abandoned her.
Oh, my God. We got to get some good news up in here.
And then this ongoing search for the missing Winter Springs woman, Shakira Rucker. Her family just desperate for answers now. This person of interest, Corey Hill, who she was last seen with, was that her estranged husband, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Ex?
I think.
So Saturday was the last time she was seen with him. Then we come to learn Sunday morning this guy cracked off some rounds at an ex-girlfriend trying to kill her. That's when police took him into custody. They have him in custody, but he's not talking about anything. I'm sure he probably has a pretty good idea.
I'm sure if it was Bob World Order, we'd get it out of him.
We might need the Bob World Order.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
I'm in a peaceful mood when I open up the Good News Network, though. So
I have a couple good items here to throw in.
Oh, man. I hope it's none of them. Go ahead.
Woman in Virginia named Brianna Mills was at a 7-Eleven. Person in front of her was having some issues paying. The card wasn't working or whatever. So Brianna, I guess it wasn't much they were trying to... She goes, I got it. Then she decided to buy herself a lottery ticket. $150,000.
Yeah.
Good karma right there.
That is.
Thanks for the pow, too. That's kind of cool, vicariously getting that. Two different stories about veterans. On Veterans Day, 77-year-old in Houston named George Phillips dropped out of high school to join the Navy and spent 3 years in Vietnam. 60 years later, his school just gave him his diploma. And an Air Force vet in Pennsylvania named Craig Harris recently got a new kidney donated by another Air Force veteran named Morgan Slaughters. She heard he needed one after a pizza place near Philly posted it on their big sign outside, and she stepped in and helped.
Good people out there still.
17-year-old girl in Iowa named Lauren Schroeder.
Oh, no.
Started a huge garden on her parents' farm last year just so she could donate everything she grew. It started as a half acre, and now she doubled it to a full acre. So far, she's donated over 7,000 pounds of produce in the last 2 years.
You know how much food that? Holy cow.
She's hoping to hit 20,000 pounds before she heads off to college in 2025.
An acre of... I just picture, from Ozark, all the poppy they were growing. That's a lot. Good for you, young lady.
Good to have reference points.
We're going to the field of poppy. We're going to the Good News Network where the good news comes easy. That isn't their slogan, but I'm giving it to them right now.
That's a new feature.
We got a long-beaked creature that's proven not extinct in first ever photos. Blows my mind, one of the scientists said after 60 years. Well, good for you, nerd. Pow!
What kind of creature?
I don't know. It's a long-beaked creature. I'm sorry. It's like a porcupine, but with a long beak, though.
This portion of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is short on details, just so you know.
Hold on.
Big on headlines, short on details.
I don't know what this is some dumb thing about. And nothing's dumb at the Good News Network. We have, like water desalinization is pretty important, right? We have a wave-powered desalinization system that produces 13,000 gallons of drinking water a day from each buoy. Pow! Because it's like moving back and forth. And then...
where?
Parkinson's out in the ocean. Obviously, dummy. Parkinson's. We all know somebody with Parkinson's. We ran into our buddy last night that has it. It's a horrible thing.
My father-in-law just passed away from that.
And my uncle did as well. It's not good stuff. First advanced Parkinson's patient. You ready for this? So advanced, we all know what that is. Walking again after a new spinal implant. They're saying it's incredible. So hopefully that can help more and more and more people. Oh, and look at this. First video, pow, pow for that one. I just spit on you, sorry. First video ever of dolphins stealing from crab pots leaves scientists fascinated. Sig Hansen's going to flip his S.
Yeah, that's not good news for the crabbers.
No, but it's this little bottlenose dolphin going right in the crab trap, pulling out some crabbing.
Yeah, Sig's thinking that, you got rogue crabbers out there dipping into his traps.
You got dolphin right there. Pow! Hey,
elusive Bering seed.
Speaking of Sigs, tobacco e-cig use declines among high schoolers. A report showing that. So that's good. I don't know if they took up snuff or what. Oh, and then we have this dog. He was very determined. It led its owner to a cat. Guess where the cat was? This is like a real life Lassie, people. It was stuck down 100-foot mine. The cat was for 6 days. This dog went and led the owner to it to save it. Pow! And then we have a 12-year-old that developed a fire detection system. She won $25,000 in the top junior scientist. You know what? You got a little pow because you're a little 12-year-old pow. Missing. This is big. We have an update. Remember Kevin Bacon, the pig?
Yeah.
The missing pig named Kevin Bacon, was missing from the family because there were a bunch of dirtbags that didn't take care of it. But that aside, Kevin Bacon stepped in and helped out and got Kevin Bacon back for the Kevin Bacon family. He got the pig back for him, and I guess he's helping to get it healthy.
Just to be confused, are you sure that family were dirtbags? Because there was the other pork chop pig that was the one down 400-pounder down in South Florida with the sketch ball.
Okay, I take that back.
Yeah,
you're not dirtbags.
Okay,
pork chop was the one.
Yes.
Kevin Bacon's family. I don't know what happened, but they were without Kevin, the pig, and now they got it back thanks to Kevin, the real dude. It's always about 5 degrees of separation with that guy. Well, pow, 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 pow. That's 5 degrees, Kevin.
I'm trying to separate us from the degree of separation from the third rail here.
All right. We're checking out of the Good News Network, where good things come easy. I just gave £5 for the 5 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Legend Tacos commercial-free workday rock plug. Coming up.